Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. In the previous class we have discussed about the gain ratio and new profit sharing ratio. We have already solved problem on both. Today I will continue the next theory part, and then we will move on to 12 marks problem. First of all, what are the procedure to be followed while solving a problem on retirement of a partner? Let us know that. First one is we have to prepare revaluation account. Revaluation account like we did under admission of a partner. Admission of a partner. So when a partner is admitted, we used to prepare revaluation account to know the values of assets and liabilities, actual values, that is we will see whether there is increase or decrease in the values of assets and liabilities. Then we will give credit or debit to the revaluation account as the case may be. As you have already solved many problems on that, you are very much aware of it. In the same way we will prepare revaluation account. We will see the increase in the values of assets and decrease in the values of liabilities. That part will be credited to revaluation account, and increase in the values of liabilities and decrease in the value of assets, we will debit it to revaluation account. We will compare the total of both the sides, debit side and credit side, and the final balance will be transferred to the capital accounts of old partners only in their old profit sharing ratio under admission. Under revaluation, what we will do is we will prepare in the same way, and the final balance, that is profit or loss on revaluation, if credit side total is greater than the debit side, that means profit. If debit side total is greater than the credit side, that means loss will appear on the credit side. That will be transferred to all partners capital account. Remember, this is the difference. Under admission, we used to give credit or debit to old partners only in their old ratio. Here we give credit to all partners capital account, or debit all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. This is the difference between admission and retirement. Why it is? Just because in case of retirement, till the date of retirement, the retiring partner also remains there. He was there in the business till the date of retirement. So whatever happens till the date of retirement, he should get a share of profit, or he should bear his part of loss. So that is what we are doing under retirement. So this is the first step we have to do. Second one, accumulated profits or reserves. Any profits or reserves or any accumulated losses appearing in the balance sheet. You know it very well that on the asset side only profit and loss account will be there at your level, and on the liabilities side profit and loss account may be there, reserve fund may be there, general reserve may be there, or reserve may be there, isn't it? Or any other accumulated profits appearing on the liability side of the balance sheet. The same thing we have to do. Debit side should be transferred to credit side of partners capital account, that is accumulated profits or reserves or anything. Then credit side, there is a asset side, anything appears, that should be transferred to debit side of partners capital account, which means accumulated loss. Remember, under admission we used to transfer only to the capital accounts of old partners. because new partners enters today. So after today, anything happens, he will get a share. But whatever happened earlier before his admission, he has no right to get a profit or bear the loss. And in case of retirement, what you should do is you have to transfer to all partners capital account, because retiring partner was also there till the date of retirement. Am I correct? So it should be transferred to all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Old profit sharing ratio. That is what the second step will be. Then third one is that is a goodwill treatment. Goodwill treatment. You know the meaning of goodwill. I already explained by giving example under admission. So no need of further explanation here. How to treat the goodwill? Here there are 5 methods. 5 methods of treatment of goodwill. Under admission we had 4 methods of treatment of goodwill. Am I correct? Yes. So here let us analyze the treatment of goodwill one by one. The different methods of treatment of goodwill. First one is, goodwill is created to its full value. Created to its full value. Full value. That is creation of goodwill. Whatever you did under admission. Am I correct? There what you were doing? You were giving debit to goodwill account and crediting old partners capital account. Am I correct? Here what you will do is you will give debit to goodwill account. Journal entry is goodwill account debtor to old partners capital account or all partners capital account. All partners capital account. In their old profit sharing ratio. In case of admission, we used to transfer only to the capital accounts of old partners, isn't it? Not new partner. But here old partners means all the partners, isn't it? The person who is going out also, he had a ratio, old ratio was there. So to all partners capital account, we will transfer in their old profit sharing ratio. That is what we will do. That is, so goodwill account debtor to all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. So goodwill account gets opened. Goodwill account gets opened. If we open goodwill account, you can observe here, goodwill account debtor to all partners capital account. Suppose A is capital account, B is capital account and C is capital account. We will make entry here. Let us take 1000 each. Value of goodwill is 3000. 1000 each. They are equal partners. So we will pass entry like this. Goodwill account debtor to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account. Correct. Old ratio, equal ratio it was. So what happens is that you have to close this 3000. No entry on the credit side. How will you close it? By balance carried down to balance brought down. Goodwill shows a debit balance of rupees 3000. Am I correct? After goodwill treatment, only one entry will be there. First, that is first method. Goodwill is created in the books of the firm and allowed to remain as an asset in the balance sheet. Asset in the balance sheet. Goodwill being an asset. Remember, anything shows debit balance will appear on the which side of balance sheet? Asset side of the balance sheet. Anything which shows credit balance should appear on the which side of balance sheet? Liability side of the balance sheet. Correct. So here the goodwill account is showing by balance carried down to balance brought down. That means goodwill shows debit balance. So this will appear in the new balance sheet after retirement of the partner. So that is what we have to do under first method. Here retiring partner is not bringing any cash. Remember, in case of admission, there are first two methods were related to premium method. third and fourth, creation of goodwill. Here it is third method of, that is admission. Am I correct? Here we will give credit to all the partners including retiring partner, but there we used to give credit only to the old partner's capital account, not new partner, not newly admitted partner. Am I correct? Yes, that is what we were doing. Now, second method, under method 2, that is B. This is the first method. Under that only one entry. Under B, method is goodwill is created to its full value and written off after that is a retirement of the partner. That means we will create goodwill like under first method. The same entry we will pass. We will create goodwill in the books of the firm to its full value, and we will write it off. That means goodwill will not appear in the new balance sheet. Whatever we did under fourth method in case of admission, same entry we will pass here. But here, including retiring partner, there only old partners. Am I correct? So that is what we have to do. So first entry will be same, entry number 1 of admission, that is entry number 1 of goodwill treatment. Then second entry we have to pass for writing of the goodwill. This is creation of goodwill, that is goodwill account debtor to old partners, that is all partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. That is creation of goodwill. Under second method, we will create the goodwill. So this entry we will pass first. We will create the goodwill. Then goodwill is to be written off. Goodwill is to be written off by debiting continuing partners capital account. Continuing partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. That is retiring partner will not come here. Remember. So continuing partners means the partners who will continue the business after the retirement of the partner. So second entry will be that is a continuing partners capital account debtor, continuing partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. This is the entry for writing off. Remember, the ratio which should be used here is new profit sharing ratio. So in their new profit sharing ratio, remember, while creating goodwill we will use old profit sharing ratios of the partners, but while writing it off we will debit continuing partners capital accounts only in their new profit sharing ratio. So two entries will come here, that is goodwill account debtor to old partners capital account, then that is all partners capital account, then second entry for writing of the goodwill, continuing partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. That is what the second entry. So remember, if you post this entry here, let me take up the second method. First entry remains as it is, goodwill account debtor to all partners capital account including retiring partner in their old profit sharing ratio. Let us assume their new profit sharing ratio also will be 1:1. After retirement, the continuing partners, they decide to share in equal proportions, 1:1. Then what happens? Then we will debit continuing partners capital account in their new profit sharing ratio, that is 1:1. 1/2 and 1/2. Remember, 1:1 means 1/2 and 1/2, half each. Am I correct? Here 1:1:1, 1:1:1. So three partners were there, 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. So here by let us assume C is the partner who is getting retirement. So A and B will continue. So continuing partners capital account debtor by A's capital account debtor by B's capital account debtor to C's capital account. A's capital account debtor, B's capital account debtor to goodwill account, to goodwill account. That is what we have to do. A is capital account debtor, B is capital account debtor to goodwill account. This is the entry for writing of the goodwill. In case of admission of a partner, for writing of the goodwill, fourth method, we used to pass the entry all partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. Am I correct? All partners capital account debtor including new partner in their new profit sharing ratio. Here continuing partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. This is the entry for goodwill written off. Goodwill written off. Here how much amount will come? 1500 and 1500. Total value of goodwill is 3000. Equal partners, their new ratio is 1:1, 1/2 and 1/2. So when we write off the goodwill, it will be 1500 each. Goodwill written off. Do you find any balance in goodwill account here? You just check. Do you find any balance in goodwill account? No, there is no balance in goodwill account, correct? So under second method, goodwill will not appear in the balance sheet because when you write off the goodwill account automatically gets closed. When you pass entries on both the sides, either sides, then there will not be any balance in goodwill account. So goodwill will not appear in the balance sheet. So these are the first two methods. Understood this? Now let's move on to the third method. Method 3, that is same thing. What we will do here is we will create goodwill to the extent of retiring partner share only. We will create goodwill to the extent of retiring partner share only. So retiring partner share only means that is creating goodwill to the extent of retiring partners share. Remember, let us assume the same case, the old case, that is case 1 and 2. Here the total goodwill of the firm is 3000, we have assumed. Now the retiring partners share of goodwill, how much it will be? When the profit sharing ratios are 1:1:1, 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3, then there will be equal distribution among the partners. So each one will get 1000 rupees as goodwill. Am I correct? Now what we will do here is we will create goodwill to the extent of retiring partner share only. Here what we did, we have created goodwill to its full value. 1000, 1000, 1000, 3000 goodwill is created. Am I correct? But here we will create goodwill only to the extent of retiring partner share. That means goodwill account debtor to retiring partners capital account. Goodwill account debtor to retiring partners capital account. So what happens here is we will give entry only for C here. See here, only for C we will give the entry. Goodwill account debtor to C's capital account. Goodwill account debtor to C's capital account, that is retiring partners share of goodwill only we will create. And here no entries on the credit side. Now what happens? Goodwill account debtor to retiring partners capital account. Goodwill account debtor to C's capital account with rupees 1000, his share of goodwill. Now there will not be any entry on the credit side. What happens? If we close goodwill account, by balance carried down to balance brought down, goodwill will show a balance of rupees 1000. So now what we have to do is we have to write it off. So If third method is followed, then goodwill will appear in the balance sheet, because goodwill account will show a debit balance of rupees 1000. Debit balance means an asset. Am I correct? So this is the third method. Only one entry, goodwill account letter to cease capital account or retiring partners capital account, and goodwill account will show a balance and it will appear in the new balance sheet. That's all. That is third method. If you move on to the fourth method, same thing we have to do. Whatever we did under method 3, same thing we have to do, but goodwill should not remain in the books, or goodwill should be written off. Goodwill created to the extent of retiring partner share and written off. Remember, whenever goodwill is created to the extent of retiring partner share, it should be written off. It should be written off in their gain ratio. In their gain ratio, remember. So when goodwill is created to its full value, here 3000 rupees being created, 3000 rupees in the earlier case under method 1 and 2. Under method 2, when we write off the goodwill, we used to follow the new profit sharing ratio, continuing partners capital account to goodwill account. That is that's continuing partners capital account is debited with new ratio. Am I correct? But here we have to, when goodwill is created to the extent of retiring partner share only, then it should be written off by debiting continuing partners capital account in their gain ratio. So same entry we will pass, goodwill account letter to retiring partners capital account, that is creation of goodwill. Then we will pass one more entry to write off the goodwill, that is continuing partners capital account letter to goodwill account. Yes, so under fourth method, goodwill is to be created and written off only to the extent of retiring partner share. That is what I was telling. So goodwill account letter to cease capital account 1000, then we have to write it off by debiting it to continuing partners capital account in their gain ratio. So what we will do here is, by A's capital account, by B's capital account in their gain ratio, let us assume as their new ratio and old ratio were equal, then their gain ratio also remains equal, 1:1. So it will be 500 each. So it will be 1000 here and 1000 here. So this is what the goodwill will be. And see the goodwill account, whether there is any balance in goodwill account now. No, it gets closed. Debit side total 1000, credit side total 1000. There is no balance in goodwill account. So under fourth method, when goodwill is created to the extent of retiring partner share only, and when it is written off to the continuing partners capital account in their gain ratio, goodwill balance will be 0. So in new balance sheet, goodwill will not appear. So this is what the fourth method is. Now moving on to fifth method, method 5. Very simple. Under this, what happens is that goodwill should be created without raising goodwill account. That means in your entire solution, the word goodwill should not come. How to do it? That is, we will give credit to retiring partner, that is C's capital account is credited, and old partners, that is continuing partners capital account, will be debited. A's capital account debtor, B's capital account debtor to C's capital account. This is what we will do. B's capital account debtor to C's capital account. So this is how the goodwill treatment will be under the last method. That is, we will give credit to retiring partner with his share of goodwill, retiring partner's share of goodwill, and we will give debit to continuing partners in their gain ratio. And here the word goodwill will not come in the entire solution. That is how we will treat goodwill. We will create goodwill without raising goodwill account. So here goodwill word will not come in the entire solution. So these are the 5 methods of treatment of goodwill. I think it is very clear for you. Then remaining part is, that is a capital adjustment will be there. Capital adjustment depending upon the new ratios of the continuing partners. Total capital of the firm will be given. We have to do the adjustments like we did under admission. We will come to know while solving the problem on that. We will take up some problems on that. Then that's all. This is the accounting procedure under retirement of a partner when 12 marks problems are given. Take assignment question. Mention 5 methods of treatment of goodwill. Mention 5 methods of treatment of goodwill under retirement of a partner. Submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.